Hey, so this is Reptilians, Allergies and Weaknesses. Now, I want to start with an apology for a previous video I made because I got it wrong. That shed I showed you up above there, where the steel on the roof had blown down, they weren't allergic to the steel. I thought they were because I couldn't get anyone to fix it for me. Turns out they just didn't want to work for me. But, um, reptilians don't like working for humans or serving humans. That's why you got so many self-service places now. But yeah, I thought it was the roofing that they were allergic to, that particular metal. Now, they are allergic to metals, but it's not galvanized steel. I got that wrong. And I've taken that video down, and I apologize for that misinformation. What they were actually allergic to was an old door for a pig's outhouse. Yeah, a big rusted iron door. They call it oxidized iron, but it's just rusted iron. They're deathly allergic to that because even some of the younger ones, it makes them nauseous to the point of passing out. It gives them pains and aches. It's really weird, their allergy to that. So it's rusted iron. Look, I'm not saying walk around wearing rusted iron, because if you do, you'll get a reaction. So they're very allergic to that. The second thing they're allergic to, and again, I'm going to apologize for the whistle because I've had dental work done and the air is shooting out through my top teeth. They put on the thing way too tight and it kind of messed up my speech. So I'm trying to get that fixed. But anyway, hyssop, HYSSOP, hyssop. They're really allergic to that, to the point where gardening centers can't stock it. So you won't find it anywhere. If you order it online, like I have, I've tried 4 different retailers. Most of the time, the seeds just don't sprout. And if they do, you get watercress. So they won't give you hyssop. They're deathly allergic to it. They just can't be around it. Really hard to get. The third thing they're allergic to is the combination. Some of them now, not all of them, but some of them are allergic to the combination of cayenne pepper and garlic, but mainly the cayenne pepper. They really don't like that stuff. Really don't like it. How do I know? I used to cook a lot of curries, and there were certain people that couldn't eat them. Not because of the garlic, because of the cayenne pepper and garlic mixed together, but mainly the cayenne pepper. There's another thing. So the next thing they're allergic to is burnt timber. Now, I don't mean walk around with burnt timber in your fucking hand. That's not going to work. What I mean is, you know when you've burnt a log on the fire and it's black and it's the next day, and you throw it back on the fire and there's that really strong smell of already burnt timber kind of burning again. That makes them sneeze, and it kind of, you'll see their real face momentarily. They just hate that smell. As well as that, you might remember when you were a kid being on a playground, right? Do you know that wood chip they used to use on playgrounds? That black, smelly, like that real strong smell on it. That they used to use that on playgrounds, right? They had to stop because reptilian kids couldn't come near it. If you're people who've ever been up to Kildare, there was a shopping village up there, and there was a playground. There still is. I think there still might be a playground at the end of it, but that used to have that wood chip on it, and they had to take it out of there. So I do remember that. What else? What else are they allergic to or makes them? Oh, do you know the serpent repellent, snake repellent? If you wear that on you and go for a walk around, go out and about with your day, go to the grocery shopping or whatever, you'll notice some people start sneezing and reacting, and they can't tolerate it. They are reptilians, and that's the way to prove it. Rusted iron, hyssop, cayenne pepper, garlic, but like any kind of serpent repellent, like snake repellent, get a good one. But yeah, just literally put it on you. I know it stains your clothes and shit and it smells bad, but fuck it, do it. And go for a walk around and see how many people react. So that's what I've got. Again, sorry for that last video. I've taken it down because I was so mixed up, and I've got a lot on my mind with all this shit because I am surrounded by them guys. I really am. But these are ways to defend yourself. So in terms of their allergies and weaknesses, That's all of them. So you can click off now if you're if that's all you're here for. And good luck to you. Go try it out. Now I don't know. The next thing I'm going to say, I'm not sure about. But apparently, rosemary, planting it around your home, tree plants of it around your home, helps with bringing back memories. Now, I advise caution here. Because I promise you, you've been guys, you could have been raped and not know it. And if those memories start to come back, there's no telling what they've done to you without your knowledge, or wiped your memory afterwards, or whether it's time manipulation. I don't know. But like the memory wipe thing, that is their biggest weapon. And I really don't know how to fend against it other than the rosemary. Guys, I got this tattooed on me years ago as a reminder of their existence. Look. Now you can see I said it was the grid, but it was a reminder of do not forget again, Jay. And a big eye. I said it was I said I got a green for Ireland. I got a green to remind me. There's lizard cunts watching you all the time. I still forgot. I'm going to show you the back of my head. When I was a child, my mother loved the smell of... my mother, she's a fucking lizard, Hillary. My mother loved the smell of burning flesh. Also loved the smell of cigarettes. Didn't smoke herself. My dad did. But she'd come into the crib at night. I didn't know who was doing it for years. I remember almost becoming sentient from the pain. Too young. As a baby. Wondering what monster was coming in and torturing me at night. I eventually found out it was my so-called mother. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, can you see that? Used to be far bigger. Sorry, I don't know if I got that on camera. It's kind of, I'm in an awkward spot. I can find nowhere to record, guys. But yeah, literally used to grind cigarettes into the back of my skull. So, the memory wipe is their greatest trick. It's their greatest weapon against us. In terms of proving their existence, you can, I'm trying, but you kind of have to do it for yourself. But yeah, guys, they're very real. They walk amongst us, and they view us as pets or cattle, or like they're very weird. Their mentality is something I need to do a video on, because that is their weakness, is their mentality. They're not intelligent creatures. They're powerful creatures, but they're not intelligent at all. They're infantile and they're kind of wacko. These guys they're jealous of everything. Like, they hate us because they want to be like us. They want to get rid of us, yet they want to be around us constantly. They'd make no sense. They're just an evil parasite. But I need to do a deep dive on their mentality. Because they'll say it's all about Sneed farming and loosh and X, Y, and Z, but it's not. It's not. They literally, they hate to see you happy. They hate to see you succeed. These are creatures that you cannot tell. If you have somebody in your life that you can't tell your plans to because they get angry or grumpy at you, that's one of them. That's one of them. If you get a new car, right? They always say about Ireland, Ireland, you can have nothing in Ireland. You can have nothing in Ireland. And people go, what do you mean? They hate ostentatious displays of wealth. So what they'll do is, if you're doing well for yourself, if you get a new car or something, they could set fire to that car, or key it, or report you for something that you didn't do just to cause you hassle, because they feel bad and insecure in themselves, and they don't want to see you succeed or be happy or progress. If there are any people in your life like that, I can assure you those are not people. Those are not human. Those are disgusting, evil parasites. They're exactly what we need to get the fuck rid of. Because this is my thing when it comes to them. I can't coexist with them. I can't forgive them. Like that cigarette being burned in the back of my head by my own mother, that's tip of the iceberg, guys. Tip of the iceberg. If you've seen some of my other videos, again, I've only Like, even trying to remember everything they've done. You know? Um, I'm like, we're going to have to talk about why so many kids are now non-verbal. You know, a neighbor of mine, he left his child with his younger sister. She's a grown woman, like she's nearly 40 years of age. But she was a paedophile years ago, like most of her scumbag family. And of course, she did what she did to everyone. She raped her own nephew. How many? We don't know how long it was going on. We don't know why he left his nephew or left his son with a known paedophile, a known scumbag, a known selfish piece of fucking shit. But he did, and his child was sexually assaulted, and now the child doesn't speak. Like literally, no one's heard the child speak. Just totally non-verbal. That's far more common than you know. That's a lot of the time. I won't say all the time, but a lot of the time, that's the reason kids go non-verbal. Yeah. Look, this is this thing. Like these topics are heavy, and when I do my full video on Hillary in particular, my mother Dolores, when I do that full video, because that's going to be uncomfortable, guys. But like, you know, I wanting to do it, but I'm putting it off. But yeah, look. Sorry, I should stay on topic. This is about their weaknesses and their mentality and their allergens. But yeah, look, there's so much stuff you need to know about them and you need to understand about them. But it mostly does begin and end with they're against you no matter what. Okay, they're against you no matter what. They're a parasite that hates their host, I suppose. But I don't care if they smile in your face. I don't care if they say they want the best for you. They don't. Those things are the enemy, and we cannot coexist with them ever, ever. They cannot be forgiven. They cannot be made peace with. If they exist, then fuck existence. Anyway, I got more videos to come. I'm going to try and do more today in particular. But yeah, there we go. So stay tuned, I suppose. Thanks.